One, two, 1, 2. Mic check. It's getting live out here, folks. Yeah, downtown had cleared up soon after I did a live stream earlier. I can hear fireworks going off outside. You can see the flashes here. And there were some fireworks set off a little earlier. Look, those guys were recording those guys. They just drove off there. Not sure what that's about, but I seen some guys with a big old box running, and I don't know if it was a set of fireworks. Chiro Sounds. Look who's up. Yeah, so downtown calmed down a little bit after I did the stream. I thought it was still, look, there's look who's up there on the billboard. Boldly go exploring. It's Bill. William Shatner. Y'all remember they had that billboard right across from the shop. We used to say hello to Bill every once in a while. Anyway, so I'm not sure what exact city this is. It could be City of Commerce. Maybe we'll take a listen to the audio here, but they keep pointing at that car that took off. Let's listen in. Salute Diesel. Got some action popping off. Some of the fireworks that are just popping off right now were it looked very near. The helicopter was just out there. And look, you can see people kind of taking off here. They're going after the car. So let's listen up. There's the chopper there. And we'll shout out the channel here in a second. Yep. Portland Andy's up. Showing an East Los group. Right on. Yeah, maybe we'll have a look at Portland Andy.
Huh?
We'll try and listen and see what's happening here. Everyone's taking off. I know people were very aware after those fireworks got really close to the
we gotta
helicopter.
Get on the move, dude.
Everyone's scattering now, staying low key.
Guys were stunned when they seen you, huh, bro?
He took a picture of me. He tried to take a picture of my face.
Yeah.
I signed them good though, dude. No doubt they were the fire, you know? They were the ones.
So I don't know what was going on there, but I did notice those dudes in the vehicle there kind of laid back. We'll find out what happened here. And yeah, really thought downtown was going to keep going tonight.
The cemetery?
They got all scattered about, and
Well, this park like in the street.
this could be Whittier. I'm trying to figure out where this is here. Sorry about that while I try to. I don't want to guess too much. You rep the wrong neighborhood and they'll get on you.
There's no parking there, for sure.
You having a good night, Diesel? Staying busy? I picture you up in the lab cooking up something.
Occurred
If not,
951 East 46th Street, Cook Incident 3359 at 1353.
if not, editing. So I wonder what we're doing here.
2035, come in.
I don't know if we're leaving the scene or headed to a call. Pretty confused. But I know there's something happening here, so hang tight.
Twenty-one vision.
Sick. And hopefully you caught Kaz's message earlier. Diesel, he was inquiring about your masks. And I think a little bit after that is when you popped in, but hopefully you caught that message and you link with Kaz. And you link with Kaz because I think he might be interested. All right, we're getting out of the vehicle here. Hopefully the stringers do that a lot. They switch from phones. Like in the car, they have one phone they use. And when they pop out of the vehicle, I hear the ghetto bird. They switch cameras. It's just us two. Where's everyone else? Everyone else getting rest? Or maybe getting back home? All right, we're walking down an alley here. This is getting interesting.
We're good. We're not on that corner no more. So, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, I see. They fled the scene. And I'm almost positive it's going to be due to those fireworks getting really close to the helicopter. That I will take a guess on. And that's very serious. Actually, yesterday, they nailed one guy yesterday for pointing a green a laser, most likely green, at the chopper also, you know. So that's a stiff one there. Yeah, yep, Whittier Boulevard. Let's see what's he gonna ask. Thought he was gonna ask him something there. And Whittier Boulevard, it's it's a well-known one, and it goes over by the shop, so East LA, Boyle Heights area. But there's also the city of Whittier. All right, here are these guys again. So what's happening here?
Yo!
Oh shit, it's ice. Ooh, watch out, folks. That's what it is. That's ice. So they took off and they tracked them down again. Ice on the scene. All right, figured that one out. And word is they be coming around snatching folks. So gotta watch out. Yeah, I'd keep that camera rolling just in case. What up, Fast Hammy? And here, let me shout out the channel here. This is SGV News First. And I'm pretty sure that SGV, see some smoke down there. The SGV is most likely for San Gabriel Valley. So SGV News First on YouTube, streaming here live.
Deploy tear gas.
That's what that was. Maybe they're doing their thing again. Last time, that's what they reported. That video we shared that happened, that incident that happened by the shop. They hit him with the tear gases or pepper balls. I think it was that time. I'm not sure, but how's your weekend going, Fast Hammy? Hopefully smooth as we transition into, we're going into Father's Day tomorrow, right? Happy Father's Day to all the pops out there. Yeah. Your pops, Fast Hammy? How about you, Diesel? You started your tribe yet? Diesel's like, no, I don't think Diesel has kids. I haven't seen any signs of that, but you never know. Got any little Diesels running around? Yeah, finally looks like some police. I see the lights out there. So all that wasn't there before. The whole street was full. It was like cruising night. Buffering there. And the street was jam-packed. And after all that, we just caught like the tail end of it. Everyone seemed to have scattered. And now we got ice rolling around. Homeboy probably dipped out of there too. Let's go ahead and stop this. Boom. All right, got that. Yeah, we're just going to kick back here for a little bit. Maybe check out some of these other cams we got going on. We'll have a look at, let's see here. So it's funny, that guy's channel is San Gabriel Valley, SGV. And right here, we're about to pull up a cam that's looking out towards the SFV, San Fernando Valley. So this is, let's see here. What happened? Pulled the wrong one up here. There you are. So this is high above the San Fernando Valley, 3,700 feet above sea level. Live cam, 147.4050 Renegade Radio on YouTube. Actually, Smoke and Scan, I don't know if he was hanging out in the chat. He's still in the chat there, I see. We'll take a peek from up here. You might be able to spot some actual fireworks from up here also. Earlier we did. But you never know. You might get something zipping by. It's an interesting view there of the grid. But yeah, we'll be pulling up these other camps. Let's see. We'll head up to Yosemite, maybe Lake Tahoe. redwoods, see what was going on up that way today, and see what's going on now. Yeah, Smoke and Scan ended his stream about 10 o'clock. Who knows how many hours he did, but I'm sure it was a long time. A lot happening today all around the states. I didn't hear much from Alaska. Any word? Anything happening up in Alaska? What's up, Ghost Dragon? Hillbilly Herb, what up? Yeah. Yeah, let's cruise around. Let's see. Let's go check out some of these cameras while I have you all here. Let's go High Sierras. Let's see. Oh, yeah, of course. Let's see, the camera's not available. Of course it is. Here we go. This is the High Sierra cam up at Yosemite National Park. And I look at these cameras, you know, even when I'm not streaming live, I'll go through them, and I got a few favorites lined up here, and we'll take our chances and see, you know, there's little things zipping by there, could be little bugs, you know, but you never know. There have been those things that Chiro Sounds gets over at her place. So if you check out her cams, they get these weird little objects, the skyfish, and you know, whatever you like to call these things. And yeah, they'll pop up here. The Lake Tahoe one gets quite a bit of action. And hello, Lisa. That's really pretty, but outside my view is like 3 lights. Huh. And Lisa, I remember we met recently, and I think we're neighbors, not here where I'm at now, but somewhere else. And it's super cool to see you here. Hope you're doing well. That was over on Bigfoot Society, I think. Hope to be going up that way soon. So a little heads up. Yeah, Hillbilly Herb. You know about San Fernando Valley, right? That's where that strain came from. The SFV. One of the several things the San Fernando Valley is known for. Some of you may know it for other things. But yeah, no, that's that particular strain, and I love that strain. Talking about cannabis. Anyone ever heard of the San Fernando Valley strain? San Fernando OG. Flat Six, what up, bro? Hope you're doing well, man. And if you do see something weird go by like that, yeah, feel free to timestamp it too if it really gets your interest. You know, Yosemite's full of high strangeness, adventure. America, welcome. Hope you're doing well too and enjoying the wild weekend. It's a crazy one, but we won't let that get our feathers ruffled. We're enjoying life here and yeah, hanging out a little bit. Hopefully, bringing up some good vibes. We could share that here. Yes, that's right. I remember Lisa. And let's see. I think I've talked about on a recent stream. I've been bringing up the area quite a bit just because I miss it so much. But yeah, I think there's a lot to explore there. I need to get back out there and really get to the lake, the nearby lake there, and see what's going on. Because I mentioned I found some interesting tracks there, and tried casting those tracks for the first time. And yeah, I still have those casts. They're over in the closet right here. And yeah, they didn't come out quite like I expected, but hey, this is better than nothing, and it was good practice. And I can't wait to try and cast some possible Bigfoot tracks again. Yeah, something tells me they, of course, they like the water sources. Something about water sources. Yeah, who doesn't? Who doesn't like going to the lake or the river? But yeah, I think they're definitely around the lake there. And if they're around the lake there, they got to be in the surrounding areas also. I've mentioned our place up there backs up to a BLM land, and it's off the highway there that gets you into town. And who's this? Let's see, Scully Pop. What up, bro? Great footage. Come on over and hang out if you're up. I always appreciate you dropping a message. He just dropped, I seen on my phone here, he dropped the Scully Pop, dropped the message over here. Is he up in here? Let's see. Probably not. We're doing good. We're doing good, man. Hope you're well. Welcome on in. Hell realm won't end. Yeah, I think we've seen evidence of that this past week. You can't remember who said it, but they said if you use hairspray, oh yeah, first, and then sometimes it turns out better. Yeah, I've heard of that. And nowadays we have the technology of lidar. So if you look up lidar, there's apps that you could use for your phone, and it'll scan whatever it is, and you'll have a version of that, and then you could also do a I guess that would be a digital, or I don't know what format you'd call that, but then you would do a cast, an actual cast, so you have the hard copy, right? Yeah, because got to have a actual physical trophy. All right, let's see if we could cruise on over to somewhere else here. Yosemite's always fun. Come on, camera is buffering. Oh, not playing back for us. What? How about this one? All right, that one is. That one's blurry. Let's get a decent one here. I guess this one you can see town. Check that out. Let's pop the window open right quick. Of course, it's daytime. It's a whole other view, but that's I guess the town of Lake Tahoe there. This is a camera up on the mountain. They have several cameras up. This other one that has a nice view of the lake and everything is not playing at the moment. But I think Tahoe is definitely one of those places where, yeah, there's got to be high strangeness, right? You got the lake there, mountains, trees, all the perfect recipes for the type of strangeness we're into. So yeah, there's been a few Bigfoot, possible videos of Bigfoot coming out of Lake Tahoe. Yeah, Hillbilly Herb said, says is 5-star crazy right now. I agree, man. Cooking spray works very good as well. Did you hear that, Lisa? And that's Testerman. What up? Testerman is back. Awesome, bro. I'm glad to see you and be hearing from you up in the chat, bro. I don't think I've ever caught you on one of my streams. Maybe you've watched them before. But yeah, lately we've been doing this thing where we check out cameras. Maybe you should check out some of the cameras in your area. I don't know if you have any national parks or state parks you might be interested in checking out. Y'all should check out your areas. Maybe you got a camera pointed at a nice place where you have the possibility of capturing high strangeness. Yeah, this is the next best thing besides actually being there, right? Because it is live, except for the Redwood one. I think that one kind of like it resets and then plays over. But there is some nighttime kind of like dusk footage from the Redwood cam, which we'll check out here in a sec. Yeah, we're just checking out some craziness happening on the streets of Los Angeles a little bit earlier as soon as we started the stream. So a heads up if you're coming in here and you are interested in the madness that we're talking about, you could check out some of the stuff that was happening there. And yeah, I don't think it's gonna stop anytime soon. As long as everything continues the way it is, I don't think things are gonna calm down, at least out here. Again, a pew-pewing up in Utah. Haven't heard any word on that situation. And yeah, some unalivings, I guess is how you say it, right? Up in Minnesota, what was it, the lawmakers? Some lawmakers up there. Pretty dark situation, all popping off today. And not to mention the protests happening everywhere. And yeah, just mentioning that because there are some people that have no idea what's going on or maybe confused. I mean, I'm confused myself, but just some of the things I've been seeing. And then it makes you also, we got to question what else is happening on the other hand. All right, let's cruise on out of here. Thank you, Lake Tahoe. We'll be back. We'll go search for Tahoe Tessie next time. Let's see. It's another good one. Well, let's head to the Redwoods. Yeah, kick back, roll one up, bring your snacks if you got the munchies. Just going to be cruising around, checking some of these cameras before we head on out of here. So this one was live earlier. Ooh. Get the soothing audio of the Smith River there. Let's pull it up. Boom. Uh-oh. Pop it, bro. Pop the boom. Like that. Oh, I thought we did have it popped. All right. There it is. And it will zoom and pan. So hang tight. What up, Woo Reezy? What's going on, man? Late night humidity. Oh, yeah. Damn, bro. I'd probably be sleeping naked. My eyes are glazed. It's weird. Like sometimes when I do the reading, I've mentioned that, yeah, I think they call it a glaze too or something like that. And now they have this software I'm using. They're like, oh, we have a AI option to take out the gaze. Yeah, right. There's a difference. Glaze and gaze. You like to gaze at your glaze donuts. Mm. Whoa. All right. That's the arrow. You'll see some little buggers zipping around there. It's cool because they leave trails. Like tripping on the trails. Smith River, Del Norte County, California. Yeah, that's like, whoops. Well, we love you, Del Norte. That's like right there, Bigfoot country. I'm like pretty much expecting a Sasquatch to go by here, but you know how they be. Like hella elusive. Whoa, Jesse, is that we have a
Jessica Jones to the office, please.
What are you doing up this late? I guess YouTube is sending out notifications tonight. This is a surprise. I'm telling you, it's a wild weekend, folks. You got Jessica Jones jumping on here late night. I thought you'd be in some other planet, in out of your body, of course, dreaming in some other world. The world of the dogmen. You probably, you got your soldiers, right? Probably out battling some bad dogmen. Oh, watch out. And you know what? I totally missed the show today. I was leaving the shop and I left a little late because there was a show at the asylum. Hopefully, let's see, 11. The boys are probably, who knows? It's probably still going on. Probably 1 or 2. They usually come back from those events. And so I stayed a little late. There was, already people showing up for the show, the bands, the fans, all that. And Diesel, there was once again this Juggalo. I gotta get his name for you. And he was totally dressed up, had his face painted, had the red clown nose, and he sets up his booth there, and a lot of his things are circus themed. So like when you purchase certain things, they're wrapped in like the popcorn stuff, stuff to hold your popcorn, like different things having to do with like the circus and stuff. And he's kind of like punked out too. He's got the punk thing going. Yeah, it's trippy. And super cool, man. And yeah, just all different types of characters there. Super interesting crowd and scene. And hopefully everything went well there. I heard the last one, a girl lost a tooth in the mosh pit. Yeah, those things happen in those types of things. And yes, I have been in a mosh pit before. Way back, I had a thing. I was like, man, I want to go in one of these days. And I heard so much about them. Finally did it, and it was a small one, small little tiny hole in the wall club, but whoa, had twins go down there. Y'all see that? But yeah, I'm gonna have to catch up on the show because I saw it was having to do with Los Angeles and what was it, skinwalkers and elves and underground LA. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I was like, whoa, I missed one here. I'm gonna have to go back and check this out. And I think I'm gonna guess the guest that you had on. Oh yeah, and some pans and zooms there. I like that. You mentioned him last time, and something about his mom. Maybe that was a different guest, someone from LA or something, and had some strange stuff going on. And so Let's see. Your guess was from LA. Yes. All right. Here, I'm catching up on the chat. You got to link up with Trebles. Wait, is it Trebles or Trouble? I don't want to hook up with Trouble, Jessica. Are you lining me up with Trouble? Because I could find that enough of that here. Let's see. Trebles. He's awesome. We covered LA tonight. Yes, yes, yes. All right. No, Roger that. And I'll be watching that next. I'm checking out. I seen Dave Politis posted something new, and he was touching actually out of a case out of here in Southern California, UCLA. It's like 2 different cases. Both were musicians, so that's stuff that we're into. Local case, and so yeah, I'm halfway through that. And so you all check that out. And I always encourage Jessica, you could always share your channel here. I always, mention you when you pop in here. And people could always just click your, they could do it too. They could click most people have a wrench, so they could click on over and I was going to say, tap that. Hey, I'm all excited now. Are those sky bugs, right? What are those things? I don't know. They're pretty lit though. They look bright and they're zipping around all crazy, bro. You could find them in Cheese backyard. You could find them in Lake Tahoe. Some of the cameras there, we didn't see too much of that there. That High Sierras cam up at Yosemite, you'll get them there. And then the skyfish, these really weird shaped ones, right? And they just zip around the camera all day, all night. By all day, I meant all night. Yeah, his great grandma was unveiled by her. Yes, unalived. Yes, unveiled. Yeah, unveiled to the other side. Excuse me. Yeah, that is hardcore. I remember hearing that, and for being a shapeshifter into a hog. Whoa, that is heavy duty. I'm checking that out tonight. And the lives are always different when oh, there's Amanda. We woke Amanda up. Oh yeah, we don't mind doing that. Amanda's fun. She's from Chico, y'all. She she can party. Humboldt. We're known for partying too. All right. But yeah, Chico, I mean, that was known nationwide. So is Humboldt, but it was like they got awards for that, I think. You graduate from Chico is like you're party certified. You graduate from Humboldt State, you're certified in many things as well. Yeah, look at that. All those things zipping around. Right off the river there. You know who was up that way was Digger Dog recently. What up, Chris Jarvis? What's Jarvis saying? Can we replace the with the cryptids and aliens? Yeah. Yeah, we did, bro. We got to touch base though on what's happening, because it's right here, the backyard, but now it's in everyone's backyard. So it's like, yo, we need to at least touch base a little bit, make sure everyone's okay. And, maybe a little report. Hey, this is what's happening here right now. And then we keep it moving with what we love. So, yeah, you think so? Some bugs are going to be zipping around like this, all bright. We don't have fireflies up that way, or lightning bugs, or at least I don't think. There are some weird little bugs in the redwoods. We ran into once in the dark that do glow. It's almost like this weird little, looks like a prehistoric type of hard shell worm type thing. It wasn't gross or anything. It's just weird, strange looking, and they glowed green. Yeah, we got video of that. I don't know what they're called. Maybe Juliana will know if she pops in here. Did anyone notify Juliana we're on tonight? She's probably farm thugging up in the barn, holding it down. Humboldt County. Yeah, those could be very, very much so. Could be fairies. We are in the redwoods. Actually, Pops just sent me so there's this these AI Bigfoots. There's one particular TikTok channel. We featured it when my stream crashed. Luckily, I was able to show the video, and then the stream crashed. And it's these Bigfoot videos, and they're coming out. Sometimes Yeti makes an appearance, and I think they're pretty funny, and some of them are pretty far out there. Adult content. And Pops actually ran into one on Instagram, and him and I I didn't even know he had an Instagram, so he sent me one, and it was of these Bigfoots, and it was just current, of what's happening now, and it was hilarious. So thank you, Pops. Love you, Pops, and then shout out to all the good Pops out there. Don't forget, folks. It's our day tomorrow. Yes, I don't know. I think we might be having a day off. I gotta check with the boss and see what the deal is. But that means Sunday. So does that mean we also get our now usual Mondays off now? I hope that'd be cool. Have a back-to-back day off. I'm willing to take it, but at the same time, if need be, and every buffer in there. Are we back? Yes. Yeah, every cent counts, every moment counts. And so yeah, we got to be, present for the business. Can't take too many days off. Farm thugging, yeah. You should check out Juliana's channel. There, Jessica Jones. She's a Humboldt County local, and it's a trip because we met on YouTube, and actually I've been to her neighbor's house, so I know her land. I know her property. I've never been on it, but I know her land and her property. I know exactly where she lives, and that's how it is in Humboldt County. It's like, who do you know? And you start, you could name a few things. And from there, you probably end up knowing people who know people who know people, and weird little connections. And so, yeah, I've been to her neighbor's house, hung out there, and now we're friends on YouTube. And she's had experiences, and yeah, super amazing lady. Something about those women up that way too are just very strong, very independent, and yeah, that's why my queen's from up there. Yeah. So this is evening time here on the Smith River, and I've talked about this Dogman report. If you're still here, Jessica Jones, and everyone else probably heard about it. I don't know if I've brought this up with you before, but if you go, there's an old YouTube channel called Matt Squatch, and he's out of Orange County here, Southern California. He's been in several documentaries. Also, he stopped with the YouTube. But he covered this one particular Dogman case that supposedly happened up in this Jedediah's Redwood State Park. So Jedediah Redwood State Park, and I'm sure this camera is probably because this is right in that area there. It wouldn't surprise me if this is probably at Jedediah. And there's a picture with it, and then the picture is, it's kind of very much like most Bigfoot pictures. It's kind of a black silhouette, kind of dog-manny shaped. Got the pointy ears and everything, snout, and But yeah, people don't believe it. There's not many dogman reports from up that area. But as of late, I've been hearing more out of Oregon. So that's interesting. And the wolf population is growing up that way. Something to keep in mind. And speaking of wolves, coyote comes to mind because earlier one of the guys streaming, he was in downtown, like the middle of downtown LA after everything had calmed down. And there was a coyote and it was inside of like a parking lot and there was a fence. And luckily he was able to record it and almost like guided the coyote out through a hole in the fence. And he made it out. Coyote made it out. Woohoo. But the coyote is just like a local there. It's a trip. Those are vehicle lights going by there. All right, we got a road up there. Interesting. See, that's good. That's good to have too, because Bigfoot likes to cross roads, folks. Let me tell you. Why they do it is not a joke, but the question. You can make a joke of it. But yeah, I really like this camera here. And I'm really liking these little things buzzing around. All right, pan down, baby. There we go. Nice pan there. Nice and smooth. What's Woo Reezy saying here? Season 5 of The Chosen is on Prime now. Anyone check out yep, you got wolves up your way there in Butte County. I know some may pronounce it's Butte County. What is it? There's a show and it's streaming. I've been seeing a lot of it on Instagram, and it's just about like when shit hits the fan and people like go and they go up in the hills and there's a small community and they're all, got their supplies, are growing and taking care of each other and all, like, and then those other guys start coming around trying to infiltrate their space there. And it gets super interesting. What is it called? Homestead? I think it's called, streaming on Star or something like that. I don't watch any of those streaming things, but looks very interesting. I would check that out. Predator Killer of Killers, best movie streaming. Oh, all right. Chris Jarvis, thank you. Dogman reports a lot here in Ohio from Hocking Hills. Yeah, something about the East Coast. Like the East Coast, just y'all get it all out there. Seems like we only have Bigfoot here, and that's it. No, we get our Dogman reports. There have been some from the borders, more Southern California. I think may have more than Northern California, I would say. But it's not like I could pinpoint cases and be like, oh yeah, there's that one, this and that one. Not like Sasquatch. That's for sure. But across the border, and it doesn't surprise me that there's border cases, because I fully about cryptids without borders. We have to go to Mexico and start asking about Dogman and all. And there is stories, because we've heard about werewolves. Heard a little something there. There's the camera has audio. Almost sounded like a little wood knocky. We'll have to go back and check that out. All right, zoom in there. Yeah, Southern California. There's got to be more reports out here. I don't think anyone's been doing any hardcore digging, because there's everything. Everything happens out here, right? And then, going across the border, got to go to Mexico. Ask about Bigfoot. Ask about El Hombre Lobo. I have mentioned, and I've been mentioning recently in Jessica's chats. There it is. Rewind to daytime. Thank you so much, Smith River. Let's see here. Let's make sure we stop that. Boom. Skynet playing in the background there from the Vengeance album. Carl Casey. Big up. What was it? What were we gonna Dog Man? Mexico. Hombre Lobo. Oh yes, the Mexican. What is it? The Mexican werewolf boys. I believe it's two brothers. I remember hearing about them back in the day, seeing them on TV and stuff like that. But I ended up running in, and I'm sure it was one of them, uh, because it was a man with what is it? Hypertrichosis. Yes, he had hypertrichosis, so his whole face was full of hair. Excuse me, Mike. His whole face was full of hair. It was amazing. It was a trip, and you know, I don't mind hair. I remember you don't let your son pluck his eyebrows. I love even women, and you know, especially out here, they love to pluck their eyebrows. Sometimes they'll leave nothing and they'll dry back on and stuff like that, right? But I never, you know, Frida Kahlo. Hey, yeah, I don't mind. I noticed East Coast girls tend to leave more eyebrow, which I don't mind. I don't mind, you know. I like eyebrows, thick eyebrows, thin ones, whatever. But yeah, I don't mind hair. Keep it squatchy around here. Hey, but Squatch, I believe Sasquatches keep themselves clean. They could keep themselves clean if they want. They could be messy if they want, stinky, and yeah. Nothing wrong with hair, folks. You've also heard of reports in San Diego. Oh, wow, of Dogman. Oh, you know what? There is recently, and I think what's Homeboy Shane from West Coast Dogman Project, if I'm not mistaken. Salute, Shane. Hope you're doing well. Haven't seen you too much, bro. Must be in the lab cooking things up as well. He mentioned Mount Rubidoux, and I won't try to spell that for you, but there's an X involved. Rubidoux. And that's here in Riverside. And we brought up some things in Riverside last time. We brought up that what was it? The orange orchard, the logo to this orange orchard. I don't know if it's a real farm or not, but it's out of Riverside, California. And the Dogman was their logo. We showed that on Jessica's show. Yeah, there's the Rubidoux case where Shane had mentioned it, and I had heard about it, and I think it was Channel 9 News. I shared it recently in the posts. And don't forget, people, you could now share posts if you have pictures or anything. You could share on my channel your posts, folks. So go to the post section, check it out, figure it out. You could share pictures there, or just maybe post some words, or maybe you're feeling poetic or whatever. Tap on in. Yeah, Mount Rubidoux, they showed KCal 9 News. They go around and feature things in Southern California, and they went to Mount Rubidoux and showed it. And of course, that came to mind. There's a few instances where I've seen people up on Mount Rubidoux, and the thought of Dogman comes up. So it's very rocky. I've never been up there, but from the chopper view, I saw there was a lot of like boulders and not a lot of greenery there. Pretty dry and open, like, you know, not much cover. And then recently, last year, there was a few. How would you say this? Up in that area, yeah, some women were attacked And so that comes to mind too. I'm like, they never caught the man, and just something to think about. I was like, huh, or something that crossed my mind, you know. Oh, let's see. I'll be the judge that put your link up. All right. Richard up in here. And Richard, I'll be checking with bro for those messages. I've received both of your messages. So cool. Yeah, Southwest Missouri. Missouri. Is that where you're at, Testerman? Testerman, earlier tonight we read a Bigfoot report, and I believe the one out of Missouri was might have been a prank. Yeah, they pranked us on that one, I think. Got to go back and read it. I kind of fumbled on it a bit. Happens. Uh yeah, check it out. It was like a 5'2". Once I seen like 5'2", it threw me off. That two threw me off. I was like, this might be, you know, I don't know. Check it out. We read that earlier, and that's over at the Bigfoot Mapping Project. I've been pushing that out a whole lot. So if you got reports to submit, like I do, I'm supposed to be submitting my sightings to that database. Yeah, there you go. Boom. Did you uh activate that feature on your channel as well, Jessica? Is that something new? It's new to me, and I seen a few other channels do it. So I think it's a new feature, and I think it's a cool way for everyone to get involved and connect and network on your channel. So y'all check out your channels and might want to toggle that thing on and let us know so we could go bombard you with our posts. Ready for mystery schools to start making the rounds. You gonna join one of them? You're probably part of one already, Derek? I won't ask you which one. You're in Florida. I don't know. Let's see. Richard, you might have a new one there, an Alaskan one there, Jessica. All right. And Richard, you might want to check out the Bizarre and Unknown channel. And of course, do you follow Diesel? See, we got people with the channels up in here, folks. I see Derek's went live a couple times, so he's, dipping his toes in every once in a while. And then Hillbilly Herb has a Instagram. Y'all following Hillbilly Herb on Instagram? Come on, folks. I've been playing with these post feature a little bit. Great of posting photos, says Hillbilly Herb. The post tabs is basically our community tab. Yeah. But now everyone can post on your channel. It wasn't like that before. Only I was able to post on my channel, right? Now everyone could. It wasn't smart enough as a kid. Still gets to. Well, that's why you're here. We were all that kid. Right? Yeah, I got Diesel. Yep. And Hillbilly. I don't think I should be following your channel if you do have one. Yeah, we networking. I love networking. And Chris Jarvis has been around for a long time. I think Thinker Thunker's new vocals channel. Oh, you like? I see. Sorry. Yeah, I'm following that. I know even some like people I know. Excuse me, I'm really clearing my throat there. Yeah, I know people that aren't big fans of Thinker Thunker and all that stuff and da 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 da. But I follow the channel. I don't even know the dude. I know his channel very well. I've been following a long time, but I don't know him like that. So I just know his work, and that's what we're there for. Let's see. You're doing a show on Emily Isabella Burt, the Georgia werewolf at 6 p.m. Central. Yeah, y'all get that? Set your notifications. Is there a link out for that yet? If not, we'll be watching out. But I usually always tap in with you, Testerman, when you're on. So super cool. I'm glad I'm able to catch you. And I love hanging out there. You get your crew there is super cool. Everyone, good vibes, and you're growing. You're growing. You get quite a bit of traffic over there. And then also when you're rocking with brother Nighthawk, that's always awesome to see you two together. And yeah, that's always a good turnout there too. Interesting topics. And we'll see. Nighthawk's going to be possibly on tomorrow as well. You gave me a heads up. And yeah, anytime, we could do anything, make it happen. Boom. Drop of a hat if we need to. Hey, we'll do our best. And for the most part, yeah, I'm pretty flexible too. Even if I'm at the shop, we do what we have to do to make it happen. And yeah, I don't like to miss out on invites. You forgot to look. Let's see. All right, yeah. And I'm definitely following Amanda. And Amanda, we were talking because you've had experiences too. So I'd love to talk to you one day. But you could always talk to the Cryptid Huntress. Where's my drinky poo? Throat's getting dry. Yeah, you could always talk to her too. She's always, I think she's pretty cool and open, and yeah, she's always wanting to hear people's experiences. And she's got a hell of a platform over there, and she's got a highway of traffic. She needs her moderators to moderate the traffic over there. It's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, and don't feel. And I know maybe I don't know if you mentioned last time you might be a little shy and stuff. I'm a pretty shy person too, but here I am. I jump on here and chop it up with y'all live and have fun. I think yeah, there's nothing to worry about as long as you're telling the truth, and hey, that's your experience, that's your story. Stand by your story. All right. Yeah, I think it's hard for the people who are like making shit up and got to make that's a tough one. Keep up with that. I don't even want to think about it. Oof. Some folks are good at it. Got a linky there. Hot links. Yo. Wagwan. Saliman. Yes, fireman. Light it up. Another one that has a channel there. Saliman. He's got a YouTube. His Instagram and TikTok are super cool. I haven't seen him post on YouTube lately. But yeah, Saliman does his thing. And here we are. We've done this before. We shared our channels, but we're putting it back out there. There's some new friends here. And it's awesome to see all you guys are all content creators and real life creators. So yeah, stay alive, folks. Stay alive. Stay doing your thing as we reach the hour mark here. Yeah, I won't hold you hostage any longer. I wasn't holding anyone hostage. I swear. All right. Y'all stay safe. Have a great rest of the weekend. Maybe we'll tap in tomorrow. Maybe we get the day off. We'll find out. I'll check in with y'all and we'll see how the city continues to go. Any new information, I'll bring it to y'all. And hopefully likewise, let me know what's going on in your area because I'm very interested and want to know. Want to make sure that you're okay. And if anyone needs help, let us know and we will try to do the best we can with what we got. And if I need help, I'll be sure to holla. Yeah. Yeah, much love, everyone. Let's see. Richard's what? Richard's there. A unibrow pick. What? There's a unibrow pick. You swear where? I want to check it out. Mine actually connect on a certain level. I get these little side, like right here on the side too. Connects over here. Sometimes I'll hit that. There's a little there. But it's crazy. I could grow a beard, but it's not like wolfing, like it's not squatchy. It could get there. You know, head north. But yeah, it's starting to close more too. But I'm hairy everywhere else. Dang it. Watch out. Yeah, good night, y'all. Much love, everyone. Let's see. Where's our outro?